The over 70 Gentlemen Skeet Shooting Collective presents Breaking Clays from the High House on Station 4, one hit in the miss to demonstrate lead using ShotKam. A quick look at Station 4. It is the one that requires the greatest lead. You can see the diagram on the lower right, illustrating the position of the different stations. So first we'll look at a hit. Here in real time. And now at 20x time dilution. Next, we're going to look at freeze frames just before, during, and after the hit. The freeze frames are centered on the clay, not on the crosshairs. A frame just before pulling the trigger demonstrates the lead here between the crosshairs and the clay, approximately 8 clays long. After pulling the trigger, you can see the shot pattern, the clay, and also where the gun is aiming as indicated by the crosshairs. That the crosshairs are moving to the right out of frame is an indication that the shooter is still moving the gun, an example of follow-through. Note that from frame to frame, the shot pattern has been moving from right to left. And finally, the first hit, indicated by the arrow. Now, the clay is being broken from below, which means the major part of the pattern was beneath the clay. Now let's look at another high house, in this instance with a miss. Again, real time. Slowed here about 20x. And clearly the clay has not been hit by the pattern. So let's take a look before, during, and after the trigger is pulled. Just before pulling the trigger, we see the lead is approximately 6.5 clays long. This frame and the following are after pulling the trigger. Note that the crosshairs are staying in the frame or going up, not to the right, indicating that the shooter is not following through. Also, you can follow the shot pattern going from right to left from frame to frame. Finally, a comparison of the hit and the miss, demonstrating lead. For the hit, it was 48 inches, and for the miss, it was approximately 40 inches. And a final example here. On the left, showing the lead just before pulling the trigger, and on the right, just before pulling the trigger with the miss. Brought to you by the Over 70 Gentlemen Skeet Shooting Collective, Tiger Squadron.